Right, hi guys, welcome back to another video from Alwaysbits Random Gaming. It's been a little while since I've done a pickups video live talking to you guys, so I thought why not, let's get it out of the way. I've been meaning to do one for quite a while, so I've picked up quite a few bits so far in 2024. For that reason, I'm going to split this video into two. And the first video, today's video, is going to be my PlayStation 2 pickups from 2024 so far. Well, late January, February onwards. And also anything that I've picked up for the Nintendo Wii. The second video that I will record probably just after this, if not maybe tomorrow, that will focus more on the PlayStation 3 stuff. And also anything Xbox related, whether it's OG, whether it's 360, or whether it's Xbox One, Series X, whatever they want to call the latest fandangled thing. Until the 15th, big press conference coming up. Let's see what the future holds for Xbox. Before we get into the pickups, I'd just like to say thank you to everyone that's been watching, everyone that has subscribed to the channel. I've just hit 250 subscribers, which is amazing. It was the little goal I had in my head when I started this channel out, and to hit that in a few months is really, really great. Really appreciate every single one of you guys that's watched, commented, shared, the whole shebang. I can't thank you enough. It's a little hobby of mine, and it's definitely something I'm going to continue doing regardless of any sort of progress that I make. That was never my number one priority, so thank you very much for that. And secondly, before I begin, just to give you guys an update on the channel. So I've been pretty much, I haven't had any kind of schedule when it comes to posting videos, anything like that. When I started this channel, it was partly because I was off of work at the time with some health issues. So I needed something to do, a little hobby, keep my mind active, and this was it. And I'm now at the stage where I'm going to be returning back to my job soon. Always good, and for that reason I probably won't have as much time to dedicate to videos. I still will have time, but obviously just less. So for that reason I'm going to be looking to put a schedule together. I'm going to be doing one visit per week, one video like this showing you what I've picked up per week, and a long play video or a gameplay video once a week. Shorts will stay random and news will stay random as and when. But yeah, I've yet to decide the dates and the times, but yeah, we'll have a video like this once a week. Where possible, anything that I'm going out, game hunting, car boots, retro shops and stuff like that. And obviously one long play or gameplay video per week. So I will be looking at putting a schedule together, and I'll let you guys know more about that as and when it all comes together. So yeah, it will hopefully be a little bit more structured, as yeah, I've been throwing mud at the wall, see what sticks. I'm very new to this, so yeah, why not? But some people seem to like it, so thank you very much. Without further ado, let's get on to the pickups. So we will start with a PlayStation 2, and whilst there's no real massive bangers in here, what I am trying to do, as I've said in previous videos, is I'm trying to build my collection again, as most of my stuff got moved on. So I'm just trying to build it again, and yeah, there's some filler here and there, but it's filler that I think I will play. Except one or two games today that I picked up for a very cheap price at Crack Converters for 20p, and even if I don't play them games, I will be playing them, I will be using the covers as spares, so you can't go wrong. So we'll get into this. First game, GoldenEye Rogue Agent. Now I've never played this one. I think it was literally £1 in CEX. It's in really nice condition. The cover is really immaculate. It's like it's just come out of the shop. So For that reason, let's see if it holds up to the original N64 GoldenEye. I've got my doubts. And picked this one up. I remember having a lot of fun with this when I first got my PlayStation 2 back in the early 2000s, or whenever it was released. Was it 2002? Or am I sorely mistaken there? This one, unfortunately, it's the Platinum one, but I'm not that kind of collector that gets too worked up about that sort of thing. I'd rather just have the game to play, not so much on display. And that is Own It. Now, I remember this is a really good game, and it's currently going for like £2.50 at the moment. And for that alone, you know, you can't fault this game. I think it's £2.50. And, you know, it might be one of the best value games you can get probably on the PS2 for that money. So yeah, very happy with that. Now this one I've never played. I've seen videos of it, but you don't see it out that often. So for that reason, it was £5. I've got no idea if it's any good, but it's one that I've seen. The game itself intrigues me. So for that reason, I thought, yeah, I'm definitely going to pick it up regardless. And it's in very good condition. Manual's in there, disc is in mint condition, and that is Evil Twin on the PlayStation 2. So yeah, it's got everything in there. Disc is fine, really good condition, and the manual is fine. Cover is in really good condition as well, so very pleased with that. Anyone that's played this or has got any memories of this game, let me know in the comment section below. I'd like to know your thoughts on it. The more that I hear people think it's a good game, the higher it will go on my backlog list. As yeah, the list is growing and growing and growing. Now don't judge me on this one. It's the 13th of February 2024, and I bought this for the missus's Valentine's present. Friends on the PS2. Don't. I'm just going to move on straight away. She loves Friends. I've already shown it to her. She laughed hysterically, and she actually is going to play it at some point tomorrow. Let's say no more. We've got Spy Hunter on the PS2. Love the original. I don't recall playing this one when it came out on the PS2. It can't have done that well because, you know, it's a hard franchise, I think, to redo. But yeah, it was 50p. I'm not sure if I put this in one of my last videos, so I apologise if I did. And I had the 360 version years ago, never finished it, and that is Gun on the PS2. I'm definitely going to give this one a go soon. I remember enjoying it a lot. And yeah, before Red Dead, we had this. Now, I bought this one, and I probably will regret this, but it was like £1.50, so how much regret can I have? Space Invaders Invasion Day. Cover is bland as hell. I've never heard of it before, and I thought it's a variation of Space Invaders for £1.50. So let's give it a try. I've got home, I've had a look at it on YouTube, some videos. It looks atrocious. It's quite the lower end of my backlog list. I might just stick it on, say I've played it soon, and just be away with it. But one for the collection nevertheless. Fantastic couple of games here, and both of these next games are under £2. And I recently did a video for PlayStation 2 games, brilliant PlayStation 2 games at that you can buy for £2 and under. And if you want to check that video out, you can go and get yourself 10 great games for, you know, pocket change on the PlayStation 2. In today's day and age where collecting is getting very expensive, you don't have to spend an arm and a leg to bring home some quality games. And the first one is Hitman Contracts. Now this is £1.50. And if you've played any of the Hitman games before, you know exactly what to expect. It's more of the same, but that's not a bad thing. And if you haven't played any of the Hitman games, I highly recommend you give them a go. I'll be honest, I always use a walkthrough guide as I get lost. I like to get the full enjoyment out of the game. At my age, I haven't got time on my side to go through these games and spend hours and hours on the levels. So yeah, £1.50. And secondly, we got Hitman 2 Blood Money. Again, £1.50. You can't go wrong. The quality within these two games is amazing. I remember playing both of these on the PS2 and the Xbox 360 one when the 360 first came out, and I was blown away and so engrossed in the gameplay. And these are no different, and they haven't aged. Unless you really want to compare them to today's modern day games, then yeah, sure, they're gonna have aged, but they haven't. They're timeless in my opinion, and you can always go back to these, and they're always a lot of fun. So next one, fighting game on the PlayStation 2. Not my favourite fighting series, but this was in really good condition for £2. And I do love a fighting game, and I'm not going to leave a good fighting game sitting in CEX when it's in really good condition. And that is Virtua Fighter 4. Brilliant condition, got a manual, disc is immaculate. So yeah, very happy with that one. Now, this is a game I had, I was probably 21 years old. I really remember this game because I remember when I was about 21, I had my ears drained or whatever. I can't remember the exact term for it, but I had bad hearing when I was about 21. And I remember coming home from the ears, nose and throat hospital the day that they actually fixed my ears. It wasn't until the next morning that I felt the benefits, but I'd only just got this game the day before or the same day, and I went home, played it, and it was so difficult. So I'm going to give it another go, and it's not one you see out and about that often, and that is on the PS2, Shinobi. Now, there's a lot of people that I speak to that actually aren't aware of this game. It's a really good game. The manual is brilliant. It's exactly what you want to see from a manual, full color, you know, it's got all the explanation that you need for the game, and it's rock hard if I remember rightly. I've not really delved into it too much. It's definitely high up on the list. I will be getting back into that. Right, I picked this one up today. There's a few games I picked up today actually whilst I was out and about, so I haven't had a chance to take the stickers off, so apologies for the CEX stickers. But I did mention this game in my PlayStation 2 games you can get for £2 and under, and that is The Hulk. It's not a great game, not by any means, but you're literally the Hulk going around smashing things. And for £1.50, you can't really complain about that. You know, you're definitely going to get your money's worth out of smashing things up, you know, for £1.50. But I thought it was really underrated at the time. It sort of went under the radar, but yeah, very happy to put that back in the collection. It was one I saw the other day, and I knew when I was younger, having played it, it needed to go in my list of 10 games for £2 and under. And straight away it was in my head, next time I see that, I'll be picking that one up. And it was in my local, or one of my local branches today. So moving on to Cash Converters today. I walked in there and there was an absolute ton of games at 20 pence, 49 pence, 99 pence. And I came out of about 10 games and I spent like £3.17. So even if I only use a lot of these games for spare cases, I think it's a win-win all round. This one was 99p, surprisingly one of the more expensive games that I bought today in Cash Converters, and it is World Snooker Championship 2005. Will I ever play this? I will give it a go, but how long for, I don't know. But at 99p, I'm quite happy to have this in the collection, and at the very least a replacement cover if need be. So again, moving on to a 20p game now that was in Cash Converters today. Now, I've never played this. The cover and that wasn't very appealing to me in my younger years, but a lot of people I've spoken to have always said that it's a really good game, but I never felt the need to pick it up. But when I saw it today at 20p, you know, like I said about the previous game, worst comes to worst, it's a spare cover, and that is Prisoner of War. Comes complete, got the manual, disc is in great condition. Obviously the Cash Converters that I walked in today was having some sort of clear out. They must have a lot of stock that have been sitting there just filling up the shelves, and they thought it's time to get in there and get rid of it, make space for new stuff to go on the shelf. I was out and about quite early today, about 9:30 literally as they opened. 10 minutes later I was in the shop, so I probably wouldn't have got these if I'd have been any later, who knows. But yeah, Prisoner of War, 20p. Another one, 20p. I probably won't play this, and I won't spend too much time talking about it. Crazy Golf World Tour. Now, if I'm completely wrong about that, let me know in the comments if it's a good game. I've got my doubts, doesn't look very good, but again, I pretty much gobbled up all the 20p games there that I thought I could see, just so I've got spares. Now, here's a game I bought from CEX the other day for about £1 or £2. And it's a game I used to play with my friends when the PlayStation 2 came out, and we really enjoyed it. I don't know if it's going to hold up well or not, or whether or not we was just completely oblivious to how it wasn't a good game. But I got good memories of this one, and for that reason, that's why I picked it up. And that is on the PlayStation 2, Penny Racers. Quite pleased with that. Everything's intact, not bad condition whatsoever. Front is a little grimy, but nothing I can't clean up. Again, one of the games I mentioned in my 10 PlayStation 2 games for £2 and under. I'm going for a full Lego set on the PS2, so this was a no-brainer. Lego Star Wars, the original trilogy. This was, I think it was bang on £2. And anyone that's played the Lego games, I enjoy a lot of the Lego games, but the Star Wars ones are probably the best out of the bunch, in my opinion. If you disagree with that, let me know what you think are the best ones. But for my money and what I've played, I've really enjoyed the Star Wars ones more so than the others. Maybe the Lego Batman series as well runs it close, but yeah, Star Wars, the original trilogy. I picked this one up a little while ago. I've never played it, I'd never heard of it until I was browsing on my CEX wishlist. And it is on the PlayStation 2, Made Man. Now, it was £1 cheaper in a shop called iGame in East Ham High Street than what CEX was selling it at the time. And the condition of this game, you know, a lot of the games they had on that day were mint. So I think they must have got a collection from somewhere, who looked somewhere that someone had looked after their game so well, and this was one of them. Look, it's great. I mean, it looks like it's just come up fresh off the shelf. The cover is mint. The manual doesn't even look like it's been took out. It's not in my luck, the game's terrible. But yeah, £4, and I bought that from a shop in East Ham High Street called iGame. If you're in the area, check that shop out. If you've been there before and wasn't impressed, I urge you, give it another go. I was the same previously, and I went back in there a little while ago, and the stock is completely different to what it was a year or so ago, maybe more. They've got loads in there now, and you know the deals are not bad whatsoever. And I'm sure, like most independent shops, you put your games together, you can come to some sort of deal as long as you're looking after them and you give them some service. So yeah, iGame in East Ham High Street. I'm definitely going to be going back there in the near future. Now back onto another game today that was 20p in Crack Converters. Yeah, good game all round. I remember playing this. Not one of my favourites, but it's 20p. Medal of Honor, Rising Sun. Again, everything inside, manual. This is really good condition. And 20p, I was never going to leave it behind. Right, back to the Crack Converters selection here, and we've got Sodom US Navy SEALs here. No manual on this one, but again, for 20p, it's coming home. I got this one from CEX a couple of days ago. Really good condition, manual is fine, everything, and it is Superman Shadow of Apocalypse. That was £4, so I'm really happy with that. I've no idea if the game is any good, but it looks to be based on a form of animated series, so yeah, that's quite at the top of the list to give a go on the PS2 in the next week or so. Another one from the Lego series. As I say, I'm trying to build up or complete the entire PS2 Lego set, and we've got, unfortunately it's a platinum. Some people will turn their nose up, not me, and that is Lego Star Wars, the original video game. I think this again was £1.50, £2. It's got the platinum cover, unfortunately. What can you do? But yeah, manual's there, it looks good. It's a platinum disc as well, so at least it's not mixed up, it's coordinated, and yeah, happy with that. And onwards and upwards with the PS2 Lego games. I'm coming for you. I mentioned this one in my last video, so I'll ignore that. Got this one for £1 from the Barking CEX recently. I like this game. I remember playing it when it came out on the OG Xbox actually. It's cheaper on the PlayStation, strangely. Normally it's the other way around. And I've got True Crime Streets of LA. Now it comes with everything in here. It's even got the Activision stuff in there that basically like you get when it's brand new. Manual doesn't look like it's ever been touched, and the disc is in really good condition. So yeah, I'm going to be revisiting some memories with this one. I think there's another True Crime game as well, is that Streets of New York. So yeah, going to have to try and pick that up at some point as well. And last PS2 game on the list, it's I picked this one up today. I saw it and I remember my nephew had this many years ago, and we played it on a Christmas day or something like that, or Christmas bank holiday, over the Boxing Day, one of them days. And I'm not the biggest 007 fan, but we really enjoyed this, and that is 007 Agent Under Fire. Really good condition, everything's there, and yeah, I'm looking forward to giving this one a replay. It was a lot of fun back in the day. There's not that many great 007 games out there, are there? You know, we've got GoldenEye, that's what everyone goes to, but what's the number 2 game? I couldn't tell you. I'd say that this might have a good shout at being that number 2 game. Shoot me down in flames in the comment section if you don't agree with that one. But yeah, 007 Agent Under Fire, and that is the end of the PS2 stuff. So we'll move on to the Wii stuff now. Oh, my apologies. We've got one more PlayStation 2 game. Resident Evil 4. I'm going for some kind of full set of the Resident Evil series. I'm not after every variant, but one copy of each game on a certain system, so it doesn't matter what one, but as long as I've got a copy of all of the main games across the board, yeah, that's, you kind of get where I'm going with that. So yeah, last PS2 game, Resident Evil 4, and I think I'm going to swap this out soon. I know someone's offered me the Steelbook for the same price that I paid for this, so I think I'm going to be doing that soon. I regret selling that one late last year or the year before, I can't remember, but yeah, I sold it onwards. At the time I had no inkling to collect, I was getting rid of stuff. That's all changed, I got the bug back, and yeah, you have seller's regret, don't you? Anyway, on to the Wii stuff now, and sticking with James Bond, we have got 007 GoldenEye. This is you can use various controls from what it says. So you can use your nunchuck, your Wiimote, and you can also use the light gun variant. And that's, in all honesty, why I picked this game up. I'm really on a light gun tip at the moment, especially for the Wii stuff, and for that reason, that's why I bought that one home. Now, very pleased to finally get my hands on this. I've been playing it a lot recently. Quite an easy game, but it's very good and it's a lot of fun. And that is Batman, the Brave and the Bold on the Wii. Great little beat 'em up, this one. It's a little bit daunting at first with the controls because you're using the Wiimote and the nunchuck, but after 10 minutes or so playing the game, it becomes second nature and it's a lot of fun. And this one I think is £5, and I think it's worth every penny. Should be, in my opinion, should be priced a lot higher. 49 pence today, crack converters, Carnival, spare cover material at worst. Now, I didn't even know this game existed, so excuse me if I'm ignorant. Well, I did know it existed, but the amount of times it's spoken of, you forget about it. And I guess it's the unloved game of the franchise. I've never played it, so at £4 I decided to take a punt, and that is Metroid Other M. Let me know in the comments if there's a reason why this was, you know, the unloved game of the franchise. So many more of the games, they get high praise, and this one nobody talks about, so there's got to be a reason. I've probably bought a duff game here, but it's in good condition, £4, and for that reason I'm happy to have it. This was £1.50, and I've never played it. I've played the original arcade game, and I had a lot of fun with that. I even enjoyed the Master System version. And we've got the Wii version, Alien Syndrome. It's £1.50. Very happy with that. Unfortunately, no manual. I can live with it. This is quite high on the list to play sooner rather than later. So yeah, happy with that one. As I said earlier, we're going for some sort of full Resident Evil collection, and I've got Resident Evil 0 here on the Wii. Brilliant condition, very happy with this. Disc is great, full cover, and yeah, I remember starting this game eons ago, and didn't really get anywhere, if I'm honest with you. So looking forward to playing this one again when I start going through the Resident Evil games. That's something I'm going to be doing at some point. Once I've got the majority of them, I'm going to try and go through them in some sort of order. Again, Resident Evil Dark Side Chronicles, light gun based game. We was playing this the other night. It's not great, but it's fun for what it is. I think I paid £8 for this, and that's fine. Like I say, I'm on a light gun tip at the moment, so yeah, I had fun with it. It's not brilliant, but definitely worth a playthrough or two. Right, this one, Super Monkey Ball Step and Roll. Bought this one because we recently got the Wii Fit board out. Didn't even know we still had it. My wife was using it, and I said, let me look out for this game. And I went to the East Ham branch, and they had a copy. It's £1. And yeah, you can't get many good games really that actually have the Wii U Fitboard or whatever. Sorry, the Wii Fitboard active within the gameplay. And yeah, this is it doesn't control well. It's either that or everyone in my household is off balance. It could be the latter in all honesty, but yeah, £1, and we've had some good fun with this in the last couple of weeks. Red Steel, 50p, aged quite badly, but it was quite good when it came out. It was a good example of what the Wii could do. It's one of the first games that really showed that sort of thing off, and 50p, it was coming home with me. Resident Evil 4. I want to give it a go with the nunchucks. I've never played this version before, so yeah, you can go through Resident Evil 4 how many times. It's a great game, so yeah, it puts a bit of a different spin on it, rather than playing through the same game again and again. So yeah, £4. I'd never played this game until I recently went to the Science Museum and their current exhibition called Power Up. If you haven't been, I highly recommend it. It's £15 for a year pass, or you go each time for £10. So for that reason, we've both got a yearly pass, and with half term coming up next week, I reckon it's going to be quite busy down there. And yeah, we do intend on taking a visit down there definitely next week. And this is one of the games they've got in the sort of like Wii section of their exhibition and stuff like that, physical motion controls and stuff like that. And it is Samba de Amigo. I didn't really care for it, but my son was sitting playing with the maracas quite a lot, so yeah, I'm going to be looking out for the maracas now. Yeah, and you know, it was £1, and my son's going to play this a lot. He was really happy when he saw it today. Red Steel 2, simply because I bought Red Steel 1 on the same day. Resident Evil The Umbrella Chronicles. No idea about this one. Never played it. I don't know. It doesn't look amazing, and you know, other than the Resident Evil 4, the Wii Resident Evil games don't really have a good reputation. But again, with me going for that variant collection, it was an essential. So we're down to the final two games now, £1. And the reason I bought this next one, in all honesty, is because I want to buy it on the Switch, but I'm not sure if I'm going to like the actual game. So for £1 or £1.50, I think it was, there's a version of it on the Wii, so I thought that's a good way to get to know whether or not you're going to like that particular game. And that is The Blob. It looks fun. I like platformers. Haven't had a chance to have a go at this just as of yet, but I'm going to play this one tomorrow morning, I think. And the final game I got was one from Cash Converters today. I wasn't sure if I was going to buy this on another system or not, but when I saw it actual live in the shop, I picked it up, and that's Rogue Trooper on the Wii. This was £2. I'm going to give this one a go. I'm going to have a couple of Wii games tomorrow, so a lot of what you've seen here I'll be testing out. So this is definitely on the list. So guys, that is the PlayStation 2 section and the Wii section of what I've purchased so far in 2024. I also was quite lucky enough last week to pick up a Wii U, a white one, for £40, which is in great working condition, very clean, and I've started to collect for that as well now. My wife is very happy. And I've started buying a few games already for that, so I'll drop them in another video as we go along, but where they're so new within my collection anyway, I'll ignore them for now. So this is part 1 of my pickups videos. The next video that I'll film tomorrow, most probably now, will focus on anything PlayStation 3 related, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and anything Xbox related as well. Guys, if there's any of them games in there that you think I shouldn't have bought, or especially at the money, anything that you could recommend as well on either of those systems, please let me know down below in the comments. And yeah, I will see you guys on the next video, and thank you all once again for subscribing, watching, etc, etc. If you haven't already, please take the time to subscribe to the channel. It really does help the algorithm, gets the views up. You know, it's always nice to see people view the videos. Yeah, it just gives you that little bit more incentive to continue making them. Obviously I'm going to anyway, but it just gives me a little bit of drive to make every bit of content that I do that much better for you guys. In the meantime, like I say, you guys take care, and I will see you on the next video.